Welcome back to the Xmas Lemmings 2021 level solving commentary video series after another short break. And today we are going to be finishing off the rest of the Avant-Garde rank. So the remaining 7 levels. So first up, Avant-Garde 7. Caution, denies. Okay, so I think from what I remember, pretty much only the start is difficult. Yeah, but the rest of it was not that bad. Alright, Avant-Garde 7. There we go. Alright, yeah, so this is perfectly fine. The wall isn't too high here, so they can just simply step over it. Or step up it. So, first lemming will dig right here. So, this will turn any lemmings back to the left. Well, rather, just have one step by. Everyone else will be contained in the digger pit here. Okay, and the lemming that slips by will get a slider, so that he goes down here. As a matter of fact, I think it might... Yeah, I think he'll be perfectly fine. He'll be able to land down safely. But in any case, we need him going out to the right. And that is where the slider skill is needed. So once he does that, yeah, then we're going to go ahead and bash here. And then platform across. Okay, and then platform across again. And now that he's close enough to the wall, we're going to go ahead and jump. And then he slides down. Yeah. And then we give him a disarmor skill so that he can disarm these 2 icicle chops. Okay, and then we platform across this water gap. He'll turn back around. And then we're going to go ahead and bridge the gap from the right side. Yeah, the rest of the gap, that is. And then he's going to turn back around again. Okay, so, quick series of jumping here. Jump to the right. And then while he's sliding down, jump to the left. Yeah, quickly assign a jumping skill. And then when he's on this pillar here, then we go ahead and jump to the right again. Okay, and then when he's up here, we're going to go ahead and dig down this one-way icicle. And yes, during that time while he was around here, then I start bashing the crowd out to the right. And yeah, right here they'll be fine. The trigger is actually a lot further back, so they won't land in the trigger area. And also, yeah, this has a couple of pixels leeway, so it'll be fine. And that's it. So it does look difficult, and indeed, like I said before, the start is pretty hard, but I think the rest of the low after that isn't. Although the part at the end before the exit could be a little difficult too. It's just that you need to be pretty quick with assigning the jumper skill. But the easiest way to do so is to just simply assign the jumper skill while it's paused, while the game is paused. Okay, and then once he is in the sliding animation, just give him the sliders. I mean the jumper skill. Alrighty, Avant-Garde 8. Last Shepherd of the Dead. So, a bit of a zombie puzzle here. So, we have 2 hatches here. No, 2 hatches? Yeah, 2 hatches. One is a normal hatch, and then the other one is a zombie hatch. And these zombies are all pre-assigned disarmers. And yeah, if you look around the map, yeah, on the very far left side, there are a lot of icicle traps that need to be disarmed by the zombies. So in the meantime, yeah, I think they're just disarmers. So for the time being, the zombies aren't any threat to the regular crowd at all. Yeah, the regular crowd, however, is in danger. So we're gonna go ahead and put a pass-through blocker, and then also a blocker right here. And then the lemming that turns around down here will become a swimmer. And then we're gonna go ahead and build over the gap. Yeah, this is to help the rest of the crowd later, since they cannot become swimmers. Yeah, we only have 1 available. Okay, now what am I doing here? Oh yes, I need him to go back to the right so that he can climb up the wall and get into the teleporter here. And then he's going to pop out here. Yes, and then we allow him to turn around. Yeah, I almost did not see the tree right there. Yeah, at least the lower part, the brown part of it. Okay, and then give him a walker to turn around. And once again, we're going to allow him to turn around so that he can build over the water gap. And then we're going to turn him around with a walker again. And then we're going to go ahead and laser to the right. And then I cancel the laser with a walker. And then, now that the zombies are free, I'm going to go ahead and make him flee. So turn him around with a walker. Okay. And then here, I'm going to go ahead and make him go into this alcove here by giving him a walker to turn around. Okay, and then I'm just going to put him on hold, yeah, by making him a blocker until the zombies have passed. So they're just going to go proceed to disarm these icicle traps, and then they're going to go ahead and turn around on the sign, and then drown in the water right here. Oh yes, and then here, I release this blocker with a walker. Yes, and the zombies are drowning right now. So, goodbye zombies, thank you for doing your job of disarming the traps for them. And then I release this blocker with a walker. Oh, and... oh yes, I then have to laser this to the left so that they can get on through the wall here. And then into this tunnel that was already made by the worker lemming. And then here, yeah, I went ahead and released this blocker with a walker, and that's it. So, quite a nice zombie puzzle here. Just have to figure out a way to release the zombies to disarm the traps for you. Before you can release everyone into the exit. Yeah, the regular lemmings, that is. Alright, Avant-Garde 9. Get your sled ready. Another pretty nice one here. And, yeah, I think I remember this one being a bit challenging. Yeah, at least some parts of it. Okay, so first lemming's going to go ahead and stack. This will allow one lemming to slip on by, who will become our worker lemming. He will bash on through. Platform across twice over the water gap. Okay, then what do I do here? Okay, and then I bash through the stack here. Yeah, max out the release rate when there's 15 lemmings left on the hatch. Okay, bash on through here. Yes, release a lemming for the crowd by making him a climber. And then we're gonna go ahead and stack here. Yes, and then here, I release another lemming for the crowd with a climber. No, 2 of them. Or rather, yeah, 2 of them. Okay, so now I have 3 climbers in total. So they're all gonna climb up here. And then after a while, I'm gonna go ahead and stone the first lemming. Yes, so he becomes a stoner in time so that the others will bump into it and fall. And then they will both get gliders. We'll go into this little pit here. Just narrow pit. Yeah, basically I'm compressing them so that one of them just dies to the icicle trap. Yep, and then the survivor will go ahead and stack here. Okay, and then we put another stack here as well. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and put another stack as well. Yeah, right next to the first one. Do you see where we're getting at here? Essentially, we're trying to place stacks adjacent to each other so that we can keep a fencer going. Yeah, from the crowd here. So here we are. So we'll go ahead and fence. And then, using these stacks here, he's going to keep on going. And he has some ground to stand on. So that's what allows him to keep on going. The climber in the meantime will go back here. Okay, and then essentially, because he was already assigned a glider, yeah, he will just open the glide early and land on here instead. Rather than here and get killed. And that's important because we still need a climber to do his job. Because he still needs to platform to the exit. Okay, and then finally all this left to do is to release the crowd is by using a stacker stoner combo. So what we do is we have a lemming turn around, and then the instant he turns around, we're going to have him stack. Okay, and then after laying at least 2 bricks, yeah, then we stone the stacker. So it creates this nice staircase in which the lemmings can step up and to the exit and go to the exit. That's it. So quite a nice one here. I especially love the putting the stackers next to each other and to help the fencer keep going. Alrighty, Avant-Garde 10. Sorry, no rooms available tonight. And here is the load that managed to stump me for quite a while. Yeah, and the one that I couldn't get solved before Armani released the pack to the public. Yeah, many of my attempts had me fail by being at least 1 skill short, or I would be short by 1 in the save requirement. Yeah, and that is because there's this part right here where I actually did not do it correctly. But before that, yeah, I kept trying other very fiddly stuff, such as trying to see if I could like reach any of these platforms with just a builder, with just a single builder. But that turns out to not be feasible, or even if you were able to pull it off, yeah, you won't be able to have enough skills for the rest of the part, for the rest of the low. Okay, So the first lemming from the left entrance will just come down here, and then we're gonna go ahead and temporarily put him on hold by making him a blocker. Yeah, and you'll see why in a moment. Okay, and then with the first lemming from the right entrance up here, we're gonna go ahead and have him build at the very edge. Okay, next lemming from this entrance will stone after he falls a pixel. So it's essentially to fill up the gap here, so that the future lemmings from this entrance will be able to keep going to the right. Okay, and then this lemming that's right here, he's going to drop down. Oh no, I'm sorry, not drop down. He's going to block, so that the next lemming to come up to him will turn around, so that we can build up to get up here, and so that these lemmings can just simply walk to the exit. Okay, the next lemming from this entrance will go ahead and build at the edge as well. So this entrance is fine now. They can just walk to the exit. And then we're going to do the exact same thing here as we did over here. Block it in. And then we're going to go ahead and build to reach up here. Okay. Now this entrance is fine because they can watch it to this exit. So we go ahead and max out the release rate. We're going to have everyone turn around on the blockers first before we release them with walkers. Okay. Then I go ahead and release these two blockers with walkers. They're going to fall down, and then we're going to go ahead and stone when we get to this gap here. So the hardest part to see here is that this gap is sealable with two stoners. Yeah, but do it any other way, and you will see that you would think that you would need at least 3 stoners to fill up the gap here. But the problem is you can't really afford to use 3 stoners here, because a stoner needs to be used here to fill up this gap, so that these lemmings can go to this exit later. Yeah, by forging this path up here. So yes, the only way to achieve this is by building at the very edge of these platforms here, so that when the lemming falls off the staircases, the stoners will pretty much be at the maximum width possible, so that the gap is fillable with 2 stoners. Okay, so now you see that's the main reason why we stalled this lemming with a blocker. Now we can go ahead and release him with a walker, who will proceed to bash through this one-way wall. And same thing here. And finally, all that's left to do is to bomb him after he has fallen on a pixel. And that's it. Yeah, this creates a nice ramp for the others to step up. And this right here, yeah, seems pretty close, but yeah, it is still step-upable for the lemmings. Yeah, because it is at 6 pixels. But this is only achievable with by a bomber after you fall for a pixel. Yeah, any other position and it would not work. And that's it. So this is quite a nice level, yes. But yes, I was actually stuck here for a long time. Yeah, because I couldn't get this solved. Yeah, before the pack was released. But in any case, yeah, I proceeded to solve the rest of the rank because I just wanted to see how the rest of the lows would do. And I guess that's pretty much like one of the few exceptions that I make to myself, where I skip around rather than play in order. Because normally when I tackle low packs, I normally do not go out of order. Yeah, when I'm playing the lows. But I guess in pre-testing, I made an exception just because I wanted to see how many lows I could get solved. Yeah, before Armani released the pack to the public. Anyway, Avant-Garde 11. This low has no time limit. Okay, so pretty much yeah, a low that does have zombies, but pretty much only one of them would be a threat, which is this shimmier up here, who is a pre-assigned climber, swimmer, and floater. Alrighty, and we also have, well, there's a zombie here that's a pre-assigned swimmer, but he's stuck in there, so he's not going to be any threat. Okay, so as you can see, we have a lot of jumpers here. So this is mostly an action-based level. So we're going to go ahead and stack here. Yes, and in this way, only one lemming will slip by and be contained on the right side of the stack. And then the lemming that is over here, we're going to go ahead and have him be a slider, and then we're going to go ahead and jump. And then when he starts sliding down, immediately assign him with another jumper skill. Okay, and then jump again, and then jump again. So now we get up here and over the top, and then we're going to get to the arm of the snowman here, and then jump over the snowman's head. Okay, and then yes. Okay, yes, I believe that was necessary because if you don't give him a jumper, he's essentially going to slide down and go into this tiny little area here, yeah, in the arm. Yeah, and then he would just go back to the left, and then turn back to the right, and then he'll be stuck in this infinite loop. So therefore, he needs to be given a jumper so that he can get out of that area. Okay, and then jump. And then he's going to start sliding down. Okay, jump here. And then jump here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and bash through the one-way wall here. So yes, that's the reason for all those jumps. We need to essentially slide down those walls so that he goes back to the left, this way. Okay, no, so I was wrong. No, that was right. Just one enemy needs to be on the right side of the stack. Yeah, while everyone else is contained on the left side. So the non-slider will go ahead and platform up this gap, while the slider, on the other hand, will continue to jump, make a series of jumps to get up here. Yeah. So here, and then we're gonna go ahead and jump over the zombies here. Yeah, with careful placement of the jumper skill. Okay, now we're over here, and then we're going to jump and then shimmy. Okay, and then here we're going to go ahead and need to jump so that he slides down the wall on the left here. Okay, and then once he touches the ground, we're going to go ahead and jump and then shimmy. So now he gets over the water like that, safely. And then we're going to go ahead and jump over the steel here. To get over the steel, that is. Okay, and then we collect this bomber pickup. Okay, there's something else here. Oh yes, we need to bomb the blocker. Yeah, while he's still a blocker. Because we need the zombie to turn around. Okay, and the zombie will explode before our slider can touch him and get infected as well. Okay. And so, as a result, the zombie just simply falls off the bottom of the low. So, the zombie threat is eliminated. So, that's not going to be a problem anymore. Oh, yes. And the non-slider who platformed up this gap, he goes over here. So, he's just going to go ahead and fence through this wall. And then he stops around here, I think. Okay, jump over the exit. And then jump over the exit again. So that we can go ahead and build to seal off this gap. Okay, and then all these lemmings that are chopped on the other side, we're just going to have them jump over the stack here. Yeah, so that's the reason why we have a lot of jumpers here. And yes, the builder who just sealed this gap just goes to the exit. Yeah, gotta love the marquee scrolling text here. Hurry up! Yeah, just referring to the fact that there's that zombie who's the shimmy at the very beginning low, who will be a problem if you don't do anything very quickly. Or rather, yeah, you essentially need to eliminate that blocker before he gets infected by the zombie. Because once he becomes a zombie, you would not be able to bomb him. So that's the reason why you have to hurry up and collect this bombing pickup. And so yes, he ends up right there. And that's pretty much it. So end up with 9 jumpers here. So I'm going to provide a couple extra here, just in case you needed them. Avant-Garde 12, presents for you. Okay, and in my experiences, I found this one to be a little difficult. Especially with, like, it's not easy to, determine which pickups need to be collected first. Yeah, in order to proceed with the rest of the solution. So as you can see, there are plenty of them hidden in the presents, yeah, down here. And there's plenty of up at the top here as well. So we have an entrance up here and also an entrance down here. And we don't start with any skills at all. But we will collect some right now. Yeah, these 2 bashers right here. With the first lemming on the top entrance. And oh yes, this is the pre-assigned karma hatch. I find it pretty interesting that the symbol for it is actually pretty high up. Unless it's always been that way. Yeah, but I could have sworn that it's actually a lot closer. Yeah, to where the entrance is. But, well, in any case, yeah, we know that this is a pre-assigned climber hatch. Yeah, because of this right here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and bash somewhere. I believe it's right here. Yes, we collect the platformer and the climber pickups here. Okay, the next climber will turn around in the bash tunnel. Then I believe we start right here now. No, not yet. I think we're still collecting pickups on the bottom here. No, we do start up here. So, yeah, now we go ahead and proceed to bash through with just this lone lemming from this entrance. Okay, platform up this gap. Let's see, he gets a climber. So he climbs up, collects the basher pickup. What did I do? Oh, I bash to the right here to collect the walker and the cloner pickups. Okay, and we also collect a basher pickup here as well. Oh yes, and then with a lemming here, I go ahead and bash and clone him. So now we're going to go ahead and collect these 4 pickups. Okay, we give him a walker to turn around before he falls in and drowns. So then we collect, I can't tell what pickup this is. There's a jumper pickup, a walker pickup. I can't tell what this one is either. That was a shimmier pickup, okay. So yes, so he goes back here. And then we're going to go ahead and use the ceiling here to shimmy across with this lemming up here. And that was a slider pickup, okay. And then a jumper pickup here. Okay, then the shimmier goes along. And then we're going to go ahead and cancel him with a walker, so that he doesn't go into the ice steam blower trap. Collect this basher pickup. I bashed somewhere. Where though? Oh, so with a lemming that's going back to the left, I go ahead and bash through this present, so that we get a jumper and a digger pickup. Yes, and I give him a slider now. And then I go ahead and make him jump. And that was the jumper that we collected. Okay, and we also have a digger now. So I think we dig here now. Yes. Okay, collect a basher pickup, jump over the exit, and then finally bash through the one-way wall, and I believe that's it. So there were a couple pickups that we did not collect, and all of them happened to be bashers. So yes, what makes this level difficult is just knowing what pickups that you need to collect and which ones you can just simply ignore. Yeah, you may be tempted to collect. You may be tempted to collect all of them, but I think some of them end up being red herrings, and will not help you solve the law. So certainly the deception for now is certainly what increases the difficulty significantly. Yeah, just don't automatically think that the pickups that you see in the law will mean that they will be needed for the solution. Yeah, some of them you can just safely ignore. Yeah, and still be able to solve the law. So it just depends on the puzzle and the design. Alright, and the final level for the Avant-Garde rank, Avant-Garde 13. Thanks for playing. And I mentioned some time ago, this is just simply a self-solving level. As a matter of fact, you don't really need to load a replay here. Yeah, because this level just simply solves itself. Yeah, you can just simply, the release rate is already at 99, and then they'll just simply fall from the entrance and walk straight into the exit. And so in the meantime, while the lemmings are just marching to the exit, there's some things that you can read on the screen here. And oh yes, there's some tiny piece of terrain here, so that these zombies would just simply be stuck in an infinite loop, climbing and sliding repeatedly. And so on the screen you can read some things, like at the top here, lemming the greatest rodent. Congratulations and thanks for playing. So just to let Armani know, it should say congratulations, and the rest of that is fine. This year really has been a mess. If this year is not so great, don't worry. Next year is a new chance. I wish for your happiness. And also, Merry Christmas. Armani. Oh yes, and you also notice the skill set down here. So 19 walkers, 91 jumpers, 2 shimmiers, 14 sliders, 20 climbers, 21 swimmers, 12 disarmers, and 25 blockers. So the first two, the 19 and the 91, this refers to the year that the game Lemmings was released. It was released in 1991, and then the next two, yeah, the shimmier and the slider, yeah, this refers to February 14, So the game was released on Valentine's Day back in 1991. So it's already been 31 years. Yeah, now that it's 2022. And then, let me see. The 12 and 25, the last two skills here, that's referring to Christmas Day. So, and as Xmas Lemmings 2021 is a Christmas pack by Armani. Oh, yes, and then the 2021 is just simply the year. Yeah. So Christmas 2021. So that's a very nice skill set here. And also, there was an Easter egg here in which basically only the pre-testers got to see. I think in its current release, version, I don't think any players will get to see it. And so, yeah. So sorry to disappoint you guys, but you guys will not get to see the Easter egg here. Yeah. I guess it was just a treat for us pre-testers. Which I was one of them. But then the pretext says, but the party isn't over yet. And that's referring to the fact that there's still a bonus rank to go. And so with that, we've completed the Avant-Garde rank, and that brings us to the final rank of bonus. So we are down to the final 6 lows. And so that will be all covered in the next video. And hence we will wrap up the level solving commentary video series with that video. So I hope you enjoyed this video of the Xmas Lemmings 2021 level solving commentary video series. And I'll see you all next time for the final one.